Hello my friends, and welcome to another watercolor tutorial. I'm going to start off with an easy one. Well, I mean, for you it's a new week or a new day, but I'm batch painting again, so I'm going to start off with an easy one because dinner is cooling on the kitchen table, and I thought while the soup cools, I'll just squeeze a quick tutorial in, so that I only have 3 left to do for the evening. And I'm looking at my water and there's so much dust in there. I know that's gonna bother me, but I'm not gonna bother changing out the water. You ask me why, I don't have an answer. Okay, I'm trying to figure out what color I want to use. It's gonna be a nice, easy background gradient. Trying to get like a magenta, but I don't think I have a magenta. I have this neon color that I think I will use. So I am just grabbing that. Just take a pink. It doesn't have to be anything special. And we're gonna start off with covering, I would say, the bottom like 1/5 maybe of your paper. I did one like swipe like this and then a little bit more on top, kind of like a very flat top hat, because then I want to take another shade of pink, a lighter one. That was not really lighter, but oh well, I guess you can always water it down. Maybe that's what I should have done instead. Water down the sides like this, and then kind of extend that watered down pink upwards. Like, it's okay if it's super jaggedy. That's kind of the idea. I'm now going to take a blue, maybe it's like a navy blue, add some I don't know the actual names of these colors, but I'm going to call it aquamarine blue. And I'm painting that at the top. And I'm gonna sort of try to very naturally gradient that into this pink. Like so. And then I'm gonna take water and just kind of do the same thing I did with the pink on the sides here. Like so. And I do want to add a little bit of black to the top of that blue, because I do want to give the impression that it's kind of like a storm cloud, or a storm is a brewing, or something along those lines. Put a bit more blue in there, like so. I'm gonna let this dry, and then I'm probably gonna do a second layer. So this should be dry. I don't know if I even said this, but we're painting a sky. So just keep that in mind. But I'm gonna do the same thing. I just like doing this in 2 stages because it makes it so much more opaque and beautiful. And because we already have like a base of blue, it makes this a lot easier to apply another layer, because there's like a background color that's already set for us, which is really nice. And then maybe I'm gonna take some of that pink and drop it at the top to mix in some, like mix it into purple. There we go. That's nice and vibrant. Now we're gonna wanna work fairly quickly for this next step. So first, I'm taking that blue and just painting on a thin strip at the bottom, but I'm actually gonna take black and just add black. Okay, and then very quickly, you can take blue or black, or I'm gonna kind of mix two together. We're gonna paint on clouds, but I'm switching brushes to a smaller one because I want my brushes to be, my clouds to be a little more fine. So I'm gonna start my clouds kind of towards the bottom here, and my clouds that are closer to the bottom are going to be thinner and smaller. I don't know how people make their clouds look so puffy and beautiful. This, by the way, is inspired by watercolor illustration letter. And yeah, some people, the way they paint their clouds, I wonder how they do it. And I've said this before in other tutorials, but I don't watch videos, like video tutorials of people painting. I only, when I'm inspired by painting, I'm just looking at the picture, so I have no idea how they painted it. And I like doing it that way because then sometimes my painting turns out looking completely different from the original, which I love. I love just kind of making it my own. I'm going to take a little bit of black and just pop that in some of the clouds, especially the ones towards the top where the background is darker anyway. I really love this brush. Even though we're doing wet on wet, I can still do thin lines. I haven't been able to do that with other brushes, so I'm very satisfied with this one. I will link it in the description. What else? Yeah, you could just kind of add clouds wherever you wish. The less water that you have on your brush, the easier it will be to be like more precise with your clouds. I can see the bottom is already starting to dry, so I have to be careful. I might do... I think I'm gonna leave that. I don't want to overwhelm the painting with clouds. So now we're gonna let this dry, and we're gonna paint on a moon, which will complete this painting. I'm really tempted to add some wet on dry clouds. But I fear that I will ruin it if I do that. Maybe just some little ones, some little streaks at the bottom there. Okay, I think I'm happy with that. You know what? I forgot my white acrylic paint in the other room, and I just can't be bothered to go get it. So I'm gonna use my white watercolor. I'm gonna try to use as little water as possible to make it as opaque as possible, and we are just painting a little circle in the center lower part of this painting, just above this darker horizon. Let me see if I can pop in some silver to kind of brighten this moon, because I do have metallic colors in this set. Oh yeah, that helped. Okay. I kind of want to give it a glow. I'm just going to paint around it. And I mean, I think I'm still going to go grab that watercolor, that acrylic paint, because that's not as like bright white as I would like it to be. I want it to be quite the contrast. I'll do that after though, because I mean, you don't have to see me paint that again. But what I will do is grab white watercolor and just flick on some stars onto the sky. What I should have done though is covered the bottom before I did that, because I don't want these stars to be in the pink area. I want them to be more concentrated at the top, like so. It's very, very delicate. I could always add something. Like I have a tendency to do that, to always add something, but I gotta just keep simple painting simple. I will add a black strip at the bottom here, just as like a secondary horizon line. To intensify the contrast between the moon and everything else. But I'm gonna leave it at that. So when you're happy, you can peel your tape off. And that is basically it. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Please let me know what you think in the comments. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.